I have been feeling pretty disconnected from my authentic self lately, so I thought it was best to pack my bag and book a few nights away in a tiny home up in Northumberland in the UK, just about 1 hour away from where I normally live of the small coastal town of Seaham. I decided to pick up the camera and bring you guys along for the ride to show that spending time in solitude to reconnect with yourself and nature isn't such a scary thing and can actually be a beautiful experience.
So I'm just getting settled in a little bit. I'm just getting the fire going because it is pretty cold in here. Now I'm about to just unpack my bag a little bit and get some dinner on. I'm going to cook up some dinner, maybe do some meditation, some reading, and just try and my best just to unload. And yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a cool 3 days of relaxation. I brought 3 books. I brought the Celestine Prophecy, which I'm just about to finish. A good old Brianna Wiest, which is 101 essays that will change the way you think. This is just a bog standard for me now. Every time that I want to just spend a little bit of time alone, this one's a great book that you can just flick to a different essay, which they're all very short. They're only 2 or 3 pages long, and it just really stimulates the brain. It really makes me sit back and think about life and things that are important. And then The Mountain Is You, which I'm also going to start reading again, because this is something that I'm still trying to overcome. It's all about self-sabotage, and I know that I self-sabotage my own life a lot, and I always like to read this.
These type of situations and experiences really allow you to fully hear your own voice for the first time without distractions. And I think that's really important when it comes to getting to know yourself on a deeper level. I think often we go through life and we are so distracted by the external environment that we forget to connect with the universe and with nature itself.
Those were the explorers in those days. They know. And of course, the reason they know, they jump into experience while you're alive. Went down, the master said 30 years, and he said, why do you keep adding years? but you watch to make sure you don't get too trapped in your expectations about any practice.
So the first night was beautiful. Yeah, it's already served its purpose coming away to this cabin. You know, I feel like I've been living my life on autopilot for some time now, and when I do live my life on autopilot and not from a conscious awareness perspective, I do feel like I get lost. And when I say lost, I mean disconnected from myself, you know. And coming away to a space like this is just great for my mental health, and I can reconnect with nature, reconnect with myself, and have time to just ponder on my own thoughts and get a vision and get a goal in mind, and just create space for myself. And that's all I need. You know, sometimes life is just fast paced. You've always got a thing that you need to do over the horizon, and getting away like this is just, yeah, a way just to so I'm just going to go on a walk now. Actually, no, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to meditate for 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm going to drink the rest of my coffee, and then I'm going to go on a walk. There's a nice little river down by this hut, and it's just beautiful with the frost and the sun. So I'm going to go on a nice little walk, and then I'm going to come back and maybe do some reading.
It's cool. I do believe that to be our authentic self, fundamentally at our core, is the unique gift that we get to give to the world. So it's our duty to find the authentic self, to build a relationship with it, and to receive the gift that we are given, to express it to the world. I really do see myself living in a space like this in the near future. I've always dreamt about living in a tiny home on a piece of land in nature. And these few nights away has just really made me realise, like, these sort of experiences is what makes me feel grounded and fulfilled and whole, and it's where I feel most at home. So what I'm starting to think now is that I need to kind of maybe speed that process up a little bit. To me, to be authentic means that the person that I am on the inside is the same as the person that I portray on the outside. When I don't try and hide any aspects of my personality, change my opinion or my beliefs based on the people around me, to be unapologetically an extension of myself. This takes vulnerability. Vulnerability can be hard, especially as a man, but like everything else, with practice, it becomes easy to open and let myself be seen. So on the morning of day 3, I decided to book another night and make the 2-hour round trip to pick up my girlfriend so we can enjoy the cabin together.
You what?
Spilling so much of this coffee.
I was a little bit nervous to come here because, like I said, I'd been surrounded by people for a long time and I hadn't really spent any deep alone time by myself for a while. And I think it's always nerve-wracking to spend time alone when you haven't for a while, because you don't know what demons or what voices have built up in the background of your subconscious. So when you are able to step into a place where you are in solitude and you are left with your own voice, you don't know what's there that potentially could come up. So I was a little bit nervous, but thankfully as soon as I got here, I just felt at home. It's been nothing but beautiful to connect with the self and be friends with the self again, because it is something that I've struggled with for a while, always losing the connection with myself and becoming unfriendly with myself. So these moments always pull me back into a space where I can create that friendship. There's loads of sheep now, we've got loads of friends.
Do we?
Yeah.
Like, I want these for the house. And I would hope there's a power cut so I can just light these everywhere. Like, look at this one. Remember the olden days? You'd walk around and the old. You know?
Yeah.
The place raging.
You're biting it.
Mm-hmm. What?
It was a trifle or something.
I have no idea. I have no idea what size. It's like a rocky road or something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go and chop wood. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I have been up since 6:30. It's a clear cold morning this morning, but I had no wood near the fire, so I had to go and get some. But unfortunately there's no small bits of wood, so I managed to get the fire away a little bit. And then I'm going to have to go out now and chop some wood, but it looks like there's going to be a nice sunrise.
What I have learned from this whole experience is when we start to feel disconnected from who we are in our everyday life, it is okay to take a step back and create space for ourselves to reconnect back with our authentic self, away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. But yeah, that's it. It's been a fucking ride, and I've loved spending time by myself.